How's it going, everyone? It's Corbin, and today I'm here to talk about instance geometry on Halo Infinite, kind of how it works, what it is, and how it applies to Forge. So, basically, every BSP or every map has a BSP, which is like its structure, its main physicality, right? And in older games, you even had all the rendering and basic, so all the pathfinding and everything could be applied to that. Nowadays, it's all applied to instance geometry. As you can see, this bizarre map has 17,000 pieces. Now, how this works in runtime is each one of these props or pieces that you see down here is an object on this map, and these maps are made up of these objects just like they are in Forge. Now, this works so similar to Forge now, where when they built Forge, it actually works like they build the maps, but it's almost like an ease of access, simple way to do it versus using the Faber tools and stuff. But it works so similarly that you can actually delete your Forge maps. As you can see, I made the sky just a whole bunch of boxes, right? It's hard to tell, but if you look at this, and then if you were to knock the objects off the top of the map, right? Which would be your Forge objects, because when you make a Forge map in runtime, the Forge variant loads basically like what objects, the scale, the rotation, all the settings, where it is, how it is, blah blah blah, and then how many of them there are and where they're at, all that stuff. So basically, when it runs in the game in runtime, it just stacks these objects on top of the instance geometry. So whenever you take instance geometry, and you just remove them outright, you see them disappear. As you can see, we're getting objects flickering in and out, right? That's because those objects are gone. As you can see, all the walls I built are gone. Now you just have the map left. Now what is left besides that, I took a lot off the top of the map, and as you know, they added this door later on in the development of this map. So obviously the door was one of the objects on top of the list of instances. As I was saying, they pretty much make these maps out of these objects, right? And then, just like they do in Forge, but with their official tools, and then they are stored in the map as instanced geometry, and then when you have a Forge map, it's like more instanced geometry on top of that. So that's why the sky disappeared, because that was Forge objects, and that's why the doors disappeared, because those were some of the objects added last into the map. Now, if you walked around the map, you could probably see other stuff that's also gone, like this, Alright, so for the rest of the video, I'm just going to show you what it's like on most of the maps without instance geometry. Now, that's what you saw at the beginning of the video. If you find this interesting, please drop a like, and if you have not already, please subscribe. I will have more content for Halo on the next one. So yeah, that's it for this video. Enjoy the gameplay and music. And besides that, guys, I will say I gathered this data with my own observations, and I just have a lot of experience with the older mod tools, so I'm not an expert on how this new game engine works. So if I said something that's not 100% accurate, I apologize, but this is essentially what's going on, at least the way I see it. So I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Hope you enjoy.
Darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. It's crazy.
Does the beat take you over? You just can't breathe. Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake?
Alright, that's freaking all. Spent all day recording this. Ugh.